I've been a personal trainer for the past decade, and I'm also a yoga instructor. And throughout my entire fitness career, I've helped over 5,000 women transform their bodies through my weight loss programs. And one common denominator that I see with every woman who I've helped is that they think that the things that are promoted to us as being healthy are actually healthy. They don't know that we've been being lied to. They don't know that these big brands that are selling us all of this healthy food are actually just selling us food packed with sugar, hormones, and God knows what else. And I'm not saying this to scare you or shame you. I am saying this because I have actually lived it. I used to be overweight. I was not always in the fitness industry. I was not always a yoga instructor or a personal trainer. I was once a girl who was drinking soda, eating chips, eating fast food, and not knowing where to start when it came to my weight loss journey. And if you're new here and this is your first time ever hearing me speak, my name is Romani. Welcome to my channel. In no specific order, I'm going to list a few things that people don't realize are harming their bodies. And harming your body does not always have to be weight gain. It can be acne, it can be bloating, it can be indigestion, but these are the things that I personally think when I cut them out of my life or when I just minimized eating them or drinking them, it helped me out a lot. Number one is dairy. I had to let dairy go, and I never realized that dairy was harming my body as much as it was until I cut it out. And when I speak about dairy, a lot of people think I'm just talking about drinking a carton of milk to the head. No, I'm talking about the yogurt that you're eating that we think,
oh, if I just put a little bit of granola and some berries on it, it's healthy.
No, dairy is literally linked to acne, indigestion, hormonal imbalance, weight gain, inflammation, and the list literally goes on. A lot of women also don't realize that dairy can be linked to painful periods. So if you are experiencing heavy flows or like really painful PMS, really painful period cramps, I urge you to just limit dairy a little bit or a lot of it. Something that I didn't know when I first started my weight loss journey was that dairy is also linked to mucus. So I would be on the treadmill jogging and I would constantly be coughing up phlegm, and I had no idea what that was from, but I didn't know that my body was producing so much mucus because I was having yogurt every day because I thought that yogurt was a healthy snack. Surprise, surprise, it was not. So I don't even buy dairy, and when I'm out and maybe I have some dairy in a meal, I can definitely feel it the next day in my body. Second thing on the list are those sugary drinks that you feel like, oh my God, I'm being so healthy. You're not being healthy. You are drinking sugar, but it's not your fault. It's not your fault, but now it is because now you know. So you know those energy drinks that have natural flavors and everything's natural? It's not natural. That's why it comes in a can. Even the smoothies that you are purchasing from these big chain restaurants have a ton of sugar in them, and it spikes your insulin. And sometimes insulin spikes can cause cravings or mood swings and even fatigue. So if you feel like, oh my God, I'm always craving something or my mood is always shifting, it's because your insulin is probably spiked because you're having a lot of sugar. And you might think you're not having a lot of sugar, but if you are having a frappuccino, a latte with a whole bunch of like cold foam in it from Starbucks, if you are having these things, then you are intaking a lot of sugar. But not to worry, you can always swap these things out with herbal teas or smoothies that you are making yourself. Or if you just look at the menu before you order that smoothie, just kind of take out those sugary things, like those sugary things that might be in the smoothie, like sherbet. I know that sherbet is a part of a lot of smoothies. Sherbet is ice cream. Sherbet is ice cream. So that has dairy and that has the sugar. You see what I'm saying? They be making us think that we're making healthier decisions, but we're really not making healthier decisions. They actually just want you to spend your money buying these things to make you think you're becoming healthy, but you're literally just becoming more unhealthy. It's really a cycle. It's a cycle, but I'll get off my soapbox. Third on the list are those healthy snacks. So this is a little bit different than the healthy drinks. The healthy snacks are like granola bars, acai bowls. I'll be the first one to let you know that most granola bars are just candy bars in disguise. You might as well go eat a Twix if you over here eating a chocolate chip granola bar. I know it seems healthy because it's granola, but it's sugar. It's sugar, and you would know that it's sugar if you looked at the ingredients on the back of the box. It is sugar, sister. A lot of the wellness snacks that are promoted to us are just rebranded candy bars, rebranded junk food, but companies know that people are working more towards their wellness and their health, so they're trying to shift things to make them look healthier than they really are. If you do like granola bars, you would just be better off getting the ingredients themselves and just eating them separately. So if a granola bar has granola, chocolate chips, and nuts, you would just be better off getting granola, a little piece of chocolate, and some nuts by itself. That would be a lot healthier than you getting the pre-made thing that has a lot of sugar in it. I want you to realize that anything that is prepackaged, I don't care if it says it doesn't have any sugar in it, it does. And I'm not saying getting the ingredients themselves are the healthiest things to do either, but it's healthier than you getting something that is prepackaged. Next on the list is highly processed carbs. I know that you may think that cheese and crackers is healthy, or like different types of bread is healthy. It's processed. A lot of it is processed. Now, I'm not saying that you have to completely cut out carbs, but I am saying you should maybe swap those unhealthy carbs out with some healthier carbs like quinoa, brown rice, sweet potatoes, things like that. Because just like I mentioned before, even with these highly processed carbs, they can spike your insulin levels. Okay, next is too much sodium. Too much sodium in the body can cause water retention, which is just bloating. It's a prettier word for bloating. Most times you're bloated because you've had too much sodium. So you've had too much salt and your body is like sucking up all the water that it can. So even if you have something that you think is really healthy, I want you to look at the sodium. A lot of the things that I pick up and it looks healthy, it be having like 600 milligrams of sodium. That's insane. That is crazy. Even the Trader Joe's meals. Y'all know I love a good Trader Joe's meal, but sometimes you got to look at the sodium and say, let me put this back down because it's not for me. So even when you're buying soup, I see a lot of canned soup have a lot of sodium in it. So if you are sick and you're thinking, let me eat this canned soup because I know it's going to make me feel better, it's actually going to make you feel worse because it has 1,000 milligrams of sodium per serving, and it's 3 servings in the container, and you're gonna eat the whole container because that's just what we do. So if you've been eating any of these, don't panic. Now you know how to make healthier decisions, because like I said before, I have not always been this health guru that you see today. I was eating ramen noodles, Mountain Dew, hot dogs, and ravioli for the longest. But ever since I changed my way of living and eating, I feel so much better, and I'm so glad that I can help you also feel so much better. If you made it this far in the video, I want you to leave me a white heart down in the comments. And also, if you have any more health and wellness tips, drop them down below so that we can all keep learning together. If you enjoy videos like this, I have an entire weight loss playlist that I'm going to link down below where I just yap and yap and yap and yap about weight loss and how to become healthy and my weight loss journey and so much more. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to see a little bit more, and I will see you in my next video.